everyone. This is, I guess, as Dean said earlier, the salt report.
Yeah, every time.
Every time. So, the Chicago Spring Fest just happened. I'm here with my other teammates, Dean and Nico, and we're just gonna go through our tournament report. We ended up 8th place, or I guess tied for 8th place at the end. We lost
No, yeah.
we lost to Clinton's team, which ended up winning the whole entire thing in the end. Yeah, there was no top 8 anything this year, so we got nothing for making top 8. I guess we have
Feels good, man.
feels super
Even
good.
a bit, dude.
Oh man, so I guess we're going to what's it called? Try hard the rest of the season now instead of meme in the next event. It's so sad.
Instead of meme?
Yeah.
You mean them the first time, or are you saying that we were
No.
are you saying that we mean the first time? Is that
Well, I mean, if we won this one, we were gonna move in Atlanta, right?
Yes, that was the entire plan.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just go into the first round. You guys want to go first? I guess start with Dean because the champion of the team.
Oh, I'm such a good player. So first round I played against I think it was Konosuba. Okay, so first round I played against Konosuba Goddess. And I'm very confused about what I'm playing against. I see the Eris level 1 book. Some Aqua on a split 3K one. Yeah, I actually have no idea what I'm playing against, but the game was kind of scary, but my opponent decided to, I think, level 1 Aqua and use all of his stock. So like he literally, like, at the end of his level 1 turn, he had 1 stock because he used it all on the Aqua. I mean, like, after that, like, he was kind of, like, never super compressed. He never really had a lot of stock, but he had, like, a bunch of hand. End game was the
Just Eris for standard, right?
Paris restand. He opted not to do it the first time he could, and then I slammed down Orisa walls, and then he just kind of couldn't play the game after that. So,
Well, that's a really weird decision. Like he early played Eris, and then didn't restand at level 2.
yeah. I think he just played it for the salvage or something. I don't really know.
Okay.
It wasn't looking at his stock and thinking that he shouldn't. Well, you get your stock back. I'm not exactly sure what the decision was. I was completely fine with whatever he wanted to do. Not too bad of a game. So, ended up winning. Orisa minus Soul Wall managed to let me live at 3-5 through his finishing turn. You know, it's pretty easy after that. How'd you guys do?
Go ahead, Nico.
So for round 1, I fought a kind of weirdish Kantai build. He had Prince for the level 1, and then he had, I think it's Akagi for the level. I managed to get my combo off at level 1 with my level 5 Chica, and then right after I get the combo off, he drops a Hatsukaze. So I'm like, oh wow, got lucky there. Games going back and forth. Then I hit level 2, drop Chica Yo. He's super sad and can't answer the board. But then I just kind of die from 2-4. It's very nice.
Good player.
All right. So my round, I was against Bang Dream. It was actually Kokoro Yukina that mix. So I do what normally happens against Kokoro is you just eat all the damage for no reason, so they can't plus. So my opponent, I think, only got like 1 plus that turn when he dropped double Kokoro at level 1. I farmed his level 1 game with Yun, had a bunch of stock, was basically ahead most of the game. Nothing really special happened towards the end. He was not able to do... Alright, was he able to? I can't remember now. I don't know if he Yukina me or not. I think he didn't. But either way, I just burned him for 5 at the end, and the 5 stuck. And I killed him from 3-0 in that turn. Nothing really special, just things that Megumin does. I don't even think I didn't even Fumio him or stock swap him, I think, that game either. But yeah, very boring game. Generally, Bank Dream or Konosuba gets free reign to farm Bank Dream a lot, so it definitely has enough stock to do whatever it wants. But yeah, so I guess we won that round, and then we'll just move on to round 2. I'm gonna go ahead and Dean.
So what was this round again? What did you guys play against?
I was against P5.
I had the Sunshine Mirror match.
Against P5. Was that the one where I was against Kantai, I believe?
I think so. No. Wait, is that the one? Let me see here. Yeah, I think that was the one you're against Kantai.
Or was that the one where I was against Fogel?
I believe that was Fogel because I want to
That
say
was Fogel.
Forest.
Okay. Yes, you're right. So yeah, I'm against Fogel, and he's playing AOT Door Double Soul Trigger. I didn't know that it was the Krista stock charging combo at the beginning. Kind of like thinking about like how do I handle this, like because if like a wind trigger can like just ruin my deck. But once I saw the gate, I knew the matchups. Well, because I can just wall everything out as soon as I hit level 2. Beginning there was like a runner on his board, and I didn't answer it until like level 1. But after that, like level 1 was normal, and then level 2 I double Orisa and I board for the rest of the game. So pretty easy. He made a strange choice. He side attacked the Orisa wall. I don't know if that's like to present the threat of an anti-change counter or what. Yeah, I kind of liked it because it let me swing for 2s instead of 4s, but yeah, pretty.
Wait, is Dean cutting out to you too, Nico?
He is a little bit, yeah.
Is it what?
God damn it.
Oh.
Shouldn't be cutting out.
Well, it was, but yeah. So he left stuff on board to fake the counter or something, I guess, right? You said.
Yeah.
And they let you swing for better numbers, right?
Hmm.
All right, go ahead, Nico.
Round 2, I was up against Love Live Sunshine. He was running the Ruby 2 Soul. We had a really awkward first turns. I believe it was just like runner versus runner.
Spooky.
I believe I was out 6 climaxes by turn 2 or 3. So I was really hoping. I'm like, man, I hope he doesn't draw the 2 Soul here to punish me. And he didn't. I ended up dropping Yo at level 2. He couldn't properly answer it, and I won.
Sweet. Yeah, I think every time I've played the mirror, I don't know, I still think Chica's better. I don't know why people still are on 2 Soul. But anyway, so that round I was against P5. It was the Wind Stock Soul build with Ryuji top end for the Stock Soul, right? For the bouncing.
Yep.
So that game went pretty okay, and just kind of back and forth. And then I was put into a position where I had to kill him immediately. Oh yeah, so this is kind of a bad matchup for Konosuba, because usually once they hit level 1, I can't farm anything. So it's like, as a Konosuba player, I'm just trying to like get to level 1 first. I don't remember if I was able to combo once in this game. I think maybe I did 1 lane, and then after that I was just basically shut down until level 3. Early played a little bit, and then I get hit to level 3. At level 3, I was just like in a really awkward position because I didn't have a lot of stock that game, since we just kind of like punched each other in the face really hard after we got out of level 0 and just like ate everything and not cancel. And so he was like at 2, 4, or 5 or something like that, and so I went for a kill turn with burn 5 Megumin, and then played Eris for free, salvaged Aqua refresher, or yeah, the Aqua that forces my opponent to refresh, played that, left with 1 stock. So in this scenario I can potentially have like 5 instances of damage, but unfortunately when I counted my waiting room, what was in my hand, I had like a 50% chance to whiff the restand on Eris, and if I whiff the restand on Eris, I can't get the burn 5 off. So I opted not to restand Eris just for the guaranteed burn 5. I believe the 5 stuck, but then after that the damage canceled, and it left him something, I want to say like 3-3 or 3-4 or something like that. And then from there I just like kind of died. He bounced. I don't even think he bounced. He just like put all the burns on like one of his jokers or something, and I just ate everything. Didn't really cancel. It was a fun time, so I lost that game.
Strong.
Very. All right, round 3.
Oh yes. So round 3, I played against Kantai, I believe. He was playing Ro, and I don't even remember the other combo. I just remember Ro. He started off with the anti-heal thing that like pay 1 to summon the 6k, and he gets it off. And then his turn 2, he puts down another one, and I give him another 6k. Standard level 1 game, I just used Kazumi a couple times, and then standard level 2 game, I dropped triple Orisa on him, and then I ran into some bottom deck counter where he had to clock himself. It was very strange. But then after that, you know, it was just standard game after that. Like, I neg sold him, he lost his board every turn, and then I won. It's really not a whole lot to say. My deck's pretty degenerate. I win board as soon as I hit level 2, and then eventually the game's over.
Fun.
Alright, I guess I'll go next. My third round was against OG Love Live. I think I had the game off to a great start. I hit level 1, and I level locked him at 0-5. He had to pass a turn. So I thought I was already in a very strong position to win the game. Pretty much shut down almost everything he tried to do. Dropped Chica Yo at level 2. I think me and Dean talked about this a little bit, but he was telling me maybe I should have taken less of a risk in one of my plays, because that's how I died from the game. I had about, I want to say, a 13-card deck, 2 climaxes left in there. I revealed a level 3 off of the Yo. I was about at 2-5 at that time. I revealed a level 3, I burned for 3, and then my other triggers were 2 climaxes. And then I just ate all that damage and died. It was very fun.
Beautiful. Sure. So what was I playing? I was against robots. So Gurren Lagann. So this matchup is like pretty. It's not that annoying or anything, because you can actually farm at level 1 and stuff. But let me tell you, I don't know what happened this game. My opponent like did more damage to himself than I did to him. I was like 3-4 or 3-3, and he was like 1-2 or 1-3, and like I was level 3 when he's like 0 still. I don't know what happened, or not 3, but I was like almost level 3 when he was barely hitting level 1, and then that following turn somehow still took a bunch of damage and was like at 3-4 or some bullshit like that. Yeah, I don't even like know what happened that game, other than like he like canceled 9 times in a row, like literally. And then the turn I went for the kill, I was just like so far behind, because when I was trying to kill him, he was like at 1-4 or 1-5. So like I just slammed down, burned 5 Megumins and stuff, and I think I forced the refresh that game as well with Aqua. And then I swung and burned for 5. It canceled on 5. I swung and triggered into an empty slain, triggered the 2 soul. So I'm swinging in for 5, because I did play Climax, I believe. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. I didn't play Climax. So swing into empty zone, trigger the 2 soul for 5. He cancels on 5 again. And at that point, I'm like, I've definitely lost this game, because if you can double cancel a 5, like there's no way these other ones are going to be able to go through, since you just removed so many like potential damage out of your opponent's deck. I think the next one I like swung in for 4. He canceled on 3, and then the last one was like. Was I even able to do double burns? I don't think so. So I think the last lane 2 was like I swung for 4 or something, and then yeah, that like I think that stuck or something, and like it was just enough to like get him, I guess level him up or whatever. And then the very next turn, I just died to vanilla swings. it was not a very fun game. There was like nothing. I don't even understand what I could have done that game to like actually come out of it. But yeah, maybe just get better at canceling, I guess.
The true skill of Weiss.
Yeah. So what? Round 4. Yes, go ahead. Dude.
Yeah. What round was that? Shoot, I only have 2 opponents left, right? That I fought.
Yeah, this was the other team that I played. I played against Persona 5 again.
I played another Sunshine Mirror, if that rings a bell.
Shoot, give me a minute to look at notes. Somebody else talk just for a minute real quick while I review notes.
Sure. I had the Sunshine Mirror match. He was running Chica level 1, and then he was running Mirai Ticket level 3, so he was healing off the Musashi. I kind of ate shit most of the game. I ended up getting a little compressed, and yeah, I just kind of sacked him. I wasn't able to get even like Yo or Chica out on board, and he just completely wrecked me, and I won anyway because Weiss Schwarz is a good game.
Powerful.
Dean, you got your stuff ready, or do you need me to go?
Oh shoot, I'm struggling so much. We waited so long to do this.
Yeah. Here, I guess I'll talk about my match and see if you remember anything. Once again, it was Persona 5, Win Stock Soul build again. I don't know why this version of the deck is so popular in English, but either way. This opponent, I think yeah, for whatever reason, I think I canceled a lot early, so he got to 1 first, and then he like dropped double 2/1 Jokers on the field, and like the last Persona 5 match, I couldn't really farm anything with Union. But I was able to still like consistently stick damage every turn. And then when I hit level 2, I was able to drop Aqua early plays to heal a bit and then clear my opponent's board. And then after that, they went for like the kill turn. I think they just basically whiffed on almost everything there. I can't really remember. He definitely didn't Joker me, I believe, in this match. And then I ended up killing them with, was it, yeah, this one was, I think it was Burn 5 Mega Man, Aqua. I don't think I Aqua'd him this game. It was just like Burn 5 Mega Man, Aeris Restander, and something else. I can't remember. But I just remember him dying to like the Burn, I think the Burn 5 is basically what killed him. He took 5 and then ate just needed like 2 damage left, and then the last swings were like vanilla for 2. So I just ended up winning that one, even though I felt like was not in a very good position all game. But it was just like the damage was always even, so like it didn't really affect too much. I just had to like be more conservative with my stock, just to make sure I at least have like 6 or 7 stock going into level 3, so I can still like do some combos. But yeah, it was nothing like really spectacular happened that match.
So I remembered it was Konosuba. This was the game where I opened stock swap, and I said, "Oh, I'm holding on to this for the entire game."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm not about to lose to Konosuba at this regional. So, yeah, he like, I got like, I remember I had 5 attacks at level 0. No, I had like, because I had like 4 stock. And then I went, oh boy, I have like 2 climaxes left in my deck, and I'm at 0-5, and then I triple cancel. I'm like, oh yes. So then I put down my only playable, and side attack is level 0 for 1, and I thought for sure I'd lost there. But then Aristowal's pretty disgusting. He got some stock, and then I dropped a stock swap on him when he had 12 clean stock and like a 15 card deck with 4 climaxes in it. And then 2 turns later, he was dead. Pretty much how it happened. Like his spooky end game, like he, it just like wasn't spooky enough.
Strong. All right, go ahead, Nico.
I already talked.
Yeah, we already talked because I've just forgot everything. Remember?
Oh yeah, dude. This is so we're moving on to the last match, dude. Okay, yeah, round 5. Yeah. Round 5 was the spookiest team ever. Fated to lose. It was just 3 fate decks.
Oh.
Oh man, and they were X and 1 at that point too as well. Well, I guess
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll save mine for last because it was the most dumb. Go ahead. I guess Dean.
Yeah. So I played against Apocrypha. I think he was playing. He was playing Astolfo level 1, so like my Cosmes gave up board there, and then he was playing Mordred level 3, so he could actually kill an unoptimal board for my level 3 game, which he ended up doing. I mean, it was like he was just getting like super lucky with cancels, and then I dropped Orisa Wall and dropped like until he was level 3. Like I managed to like even out the game. And then he almost beat me, but then he made like this terrible misplay where my board was like open. So he had already attacked in the one lane that had an Orisa and killed it, and then in my other lane I had a swimsuit Orisa and then an open lane, and both of his characters had 2 soul because I neg sold on the level 3 across from the swimsuit, and I only had 1 climax left in my deck, and I'm at 3-4. And at this point, the only way I can win is by this guy misplaying. And thankfully he did. He attacked into the swimsuit Orisa first, stuck 2 on me when he was at 3-6, and then he died. So he was 3-6, I was 3-6, but then I got a burn on his turn, and then he died. So that was the game.
That was nice.
The true spook. All right, Nico.
Alright, my match was against Fate UBW. There's really not much to say. My poor opponent just, like, legitimately could not do anything. He couldn't draw his climax, he couldn't draw his outs, he couldn't, like I said, he couldn't really do anything. And then he ended up losing to my mill counter.
Ooh, a mill counter death? I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I get the most fun match ever, Prism Ilia. It was the 8th blue gate against Broderick. So obviously my opponent's not going to really mess up or anything. So the matchup for Konosuba is not too bad. The level 1 game, usually I get you can get like 2 or 1 reverse pretty consistently. So I was able to farm with Union a bit. I'm like super far ahead all game. I'm like dropping early plays, healing down to like 2-0 and stuff. And then, like, finally, Broderick is at, like, 3-4, something really dumb. And I'm at 2... I want to say 2-2. Maybe it was 2-3. And I was just like...
You said 2-3 earlier.
Yeah, I think it was 2-3. I was like, this is the easiest game of my life. I'll just sit here and wait till my turn comes, and then I'll be able to swing with my level 3s, and my opponent will be dead. The easiest game ever. Broderick proceeds to do the Ilia Kaleidoscope combo. And he only does it for 2. So on attack, he burns 2. Oddly enough, I took all the damage except for 1 cancel. I only got 1 cancel, so I took, what is that? 12 damage straight in a deck that was like 7 in 22-ish or so. Maybe like 24, maybe. But I was like a 1 in 3 compression. And I was just like, I guess I lose this game. Good game, Broderick. Outskilled once again. I didn't even get an opportunity to do anything. I was like, sure. I had like, oh man, my next turn I was ready to go off. I had like 15 like stock with only like 1 gate that I triggered at the end before going into that turn in my stock. So my stock was like fairly clean. My hand was like 7 cards. I was just like, there's no way I'm dead here. And then, Weiss happens, I guess. It was super powerful. I do not ever want to. Yeah, I never want to play against Prism Ilia again. Oh man, but we win that round as well. So we end the round with what? We were 4-1, and there was only 5 rounds at this tournament. Even though for whatever reason they announced 6 to begin, I think. But
they said 5, maybe 6.
Yeah. Well, in the end, what happened was because I remember I talked to the head judge. They were like, these 2 people need to lose this round for there to be 5 rounds. Otherwise, they have to do 1 more round. And surprisingly enough, both teams lost, so they only had to do 5 rounds. We ended up getting 6th. Is that it, right? After placing
we were 6th.
Yeah, we were 6th. Super excited to be top 8. I definitely did not pull my weight during Swiss.
My back was kind of hunched over.
And then we get into top 8, and we end up playing against Clinton's team, which was super unfortunate. Or I don't even know if it's unfortunate. I guess I'll just go first on this one. I ended up playing against Connor. He was playing, of course, he was playing AOT. Game was pretty mediocre. We just kind of like both ate really big swings. I was able to somehow get all 3 of my level 1 bombs like onto the field at level 1, and I was just like, okay. But at that point, he already comboed once, but I didn't really care at this point. So the following turn, he was forced into my bombs again and lost his errands. After that, I early played. I made a mistake of early playing because I like looked through his waiting room and didn't see like the 3-2 early play errand, and I was like, well, I'm sure he runs 2, and there's not 1 in his waiting room, and he is like more than half his deck is gone. I guess like he either triggered 1 early and I didn't see it, or he was like fucking holding both of them in his hand like really early on. So I just played early play Aqua, which kind of hurt me. Oddly enough, he attacked in a really weird order that like was not very good for him, so I don't know why he did that, but whatever. After that turn, I was crap. Yeah, after that I was like 3-0. Yeah, I was 3-0. 3-0 or 3-2. And then I went ahead and aqua'd him, forcing him to refresh with only 4 climaxes in his deck, and he was like in a I want to say like a 30 card deck or so. Maybe a little bit more than 30. So he was like, yeah, 4 and 30, let's just say that. And oddly enough, oh yeah, right before this too, I took a swing for 5 when I was like 1 and 2, which was really weird too. I had a really good day that day. But yeah, I refreshed him 4 and like 30, burned for 5, I believe. I think it stuck. I can't, man, I wish I could remember this better. I know like some damage stuck, and then he like canceled everything else, so it left him at like 3-2 or maybe it was even like worse than that, like 3-5. And then unfortunately all the when he did cancel, oh no, yeah, because he got 1, there was only 1 cancel. I think he canceled the burn for 5, and then all my swings like stuck. And then he refreshed with 4, 3 of them being thank you climaxes for Mikasa. And then, unfortunately, when he did cancel, it wasn't the thank you climax. And I was like, well, his deck is still really, really thick. There's a pretty low chance he's going to like be able to draw it off of like 3 draws or something. The second Mikasa he played, I believe, drew him the climax. The only reason I think this, like, I didn't really ask him. I probably should have asked him at the end. Is because when he drew that card, he like hesitated and like smiled and then like put it into his hand. And so I was like, oh, he drew the thank you climax. And then I still had 5 climaxes in my deck of like 20, I think. I was like 1 and 4. Maybe I was like a little less than that. He burns for 1, sticks. Swing for 3, it sticks. When oh yeah, okay. So I was 3-1 because I remember this now. And then which put me to 3-5, and I was like, really, deck, you're gonna do this right now? He swings again. The burn for 1, I believe. Yeah, burn for 1 sticks. I cancel the big swing. He pays 2. I cancel the burn. Oh no, yeah, I cancel the burn 1, and then his last attack he swings, and I eat the 1, which kills me. Right? Yeah, because of that. Yeah, then I'm 3-7. I was like, alrighty then, sure, deck. And I mean, like, yeah, that matchup there's not much to really talk about. It's a pretty like even-ish matchup for the most part. I think the only really dumb thing I did was not play more round early play Aaron. But I guess you live and learn, I guess. Go ahead, Dean.
So I played against Sunshine. I remember it was like turn 1. I opened Chisato, top check gate. Sure, I mean Chisato plussing on board's probably not going to happen with a 3,500 power like anti-runner. So I'll take my plus via triggers. Grab something, clock draw next turn. Have another Chisato hit down. Marker, brainstorm, salvage the other Chisato. And like at one point, I think I just remember having like 3 Chisatos on board at like level 0. he ends up not being able to. I slam a climax, hit him to like 1-6 from like 0-4 or 0-5. And then he ends up not even having the stock soul in hand, which was really good for me. Normal game. I think I did some Kazumi combos after that, and then drop double Orisa behind a global. He plays down the rock paper scissors card. He wins, so he doesn't get power, but he still manages to trade with the Chica behind the Rico.
Is it Rico? Ronco,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
Rico.
It's Rico. Yeah.
Rico. Okay, yeah. Behind the Rico support, so it was like his card was 3,500, mine was 3,500. But I still blanked a turn of his attacks, and he was really far to afford to, like, lose out the tempo of an entire turn of attacks almost. He lost 4 soul output. And then, even though he had answered double Orisa, so it was kind of awkward, but I just slammed down the healer and killed him the next turn with, like, vanilla swings. Like, if I'm not mistaken, you guys were, like, level 1 and our game was over. like I remember just looking over and like I think you guys were still like level 2 and something. I'm like, wow, that was pretty fast.
I know our game went to time, so.
And then I had to watch Kit let me down. He eats it, and then there is the Salt Factory that should be coming from Nico right now.
God. All right. So the game was very solid. Level 0 is pretty equal. No one commits anything to the board. He sends me to level 1 first. I don't have the Chica Climax combo, and he doesn't have a board. But I kind of figure, I'm like, hey, sure, I'll go ahead and drop 2 Chicas anyway, make his life miserable because he's a Kantai player. His life was miserable. He was forced to trade with those Chicas. Yeah. I know I ended up brainstorming and hitting 2 with my Haru at one point, and I used my Ruby Akatsuki to kill his last remaining Prince, because I pumped it by 1k with my 2 runners that I got, and then I triggered a climax, so that was pretty neat. I don't understand why people don't like the Hanamara Brainstorm.
Oh yeah, I think if you play the Rico Brainstorm, you're just like objectively wrong, but whatever.
Yeah. So then I was at level 2. I managed to get the level 2 playoff, had a Chica and Yo on board. He managed to answer it with that, I don't know what it's called in Kansai, but it was a Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Z1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It eventually ended up being that I was at 3-2 and my opponent was at 3-3. I had 2 Yos on board and a Mari. I top check with the Rico support. I reveal level 3, so I know my first attack is going to burn 3. I believe at this point he had 1 climax left in deck, and he was due to refresh.
No, he had 0, wasn't he?
No, I know he just freshly refreshed, so I think he had like 1 or 2 cards left in deck at that point. Oh no, that's right. No,
he was at 1. He was at 1. Out all climaxes.
Yes, that's right. Oh, thank you for the reminder. So one of my Yos is facing his Z1 or whatever, so I'm like, alright, I'll get some precision damage in. I went ahead and side attacked. He cancels, I think, on like 2 or 3. I'm like, alright, cool, that's fine. Cancels the side attack too for 2. I'm like, alright, that's fine, I guess. I crashed my Mari, I think it was into his Kashima. I reveal level 2 off the Mari. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking amazing, because he's at 3-5 at this point. I'm proceeding to side attack his level 1 with my other Yo. So I'm burning for 2 and then side attacking for 2. I'm side attacking, obviously, to play around compass counters. And cancels, and cancels. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking neat.
And then he top decks the Kashima Climax!
And then on top of all of that, he doesn't even clock draw. He just top decks the Kashima Climax, and I die from 3-2. I'm like, that's... what a
You die? Game. You die only, like, on, like, the last swing, too. It was like, you canceled everything, so it was that Kashima Climb... It was having, like, 5 climaxes in a straight line.
I was told he's a world champion. I really need to acquire some of those skills, so I too.
Oh man.
No, but he played as well as he could, and it's just What was the number we got on the calculator after that, Gene?
Dude,
What
it was
the
like
answer?
0.3%.
0.5?
Yeah,
Good
we calculated at the end to see like how screwed Nico got, and he had a 97.7% chance to win the game at that state, right?
No, it was
Or-
the odds of what happened, and that's just
Or
saying that he draws in.
99.7.
No,
Wait,
it was
what?
99 point. It was literally
Yeah.
a 0.3% chance.
So it was
Yeah, for that to happen,
99.7
right?
Oh,
for
yeah,
him
you're right.
to cancel everything. I think it was 99.85 for him to also draw the climax immediately.
Yeah,
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 it was pretty disgusting.
yeah. Like
I think I looked at Dean during that like after everything was said and done. I'm just like, what can I do? What can I do here?
yeah, it was like less than a 0.2% chance to like survive that and draw the climax for the game. That was ridiculous. It was like the saddest thing ever. Like, cause I looked over and I remember looking at Nico's clock and I'm like, oh, Nico's at 2-2 and Clinton's at 3-3. I think this game's done. And
Well,
boy,
then-
was I wrong. Oh god.
Yeah, that game was. Oh my god, I don't even want to remember it.
F.
Yep, we need to drop more F's in chat. Pay respects for Nico. He's dead now. But yeah, I mean that's it, right? Anything else we need to add about Chicago?
I saw no card captor.
Oh yeah, there was one card capture in top 8.
What was there?
There was a lot of random stuff in top 8.
Yeah, well
I know I saw Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. which
Yeah,
was-
oh my
I was
god.
a little spooked by that. I think he
Yeah.
was running Rinko level 3. Yeah, that was pretty spooky.
Yeah, and then yeah, the fact that you even seen OG Sunshine or Love Live in Swiss was like what?
Dude, no, that guy made top 8.
Yeah.
Oh, he made top 8 too. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Clinton's second round of top 8.
Oh my god. Dude, the pairings for top 8 completely destroyed us.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think if that's it though, I guess we'll call this quits here. You guys get it? That's it, right? Alright, I'm gonna take the silence as that's it. So I
Yeah.
guess we'll see you guys in the next video later.